All right, Froggy. So you told me in your write-up here that this felt like a typical game for you, maybe slightly above average, and you feel like your game sense isn't the best, and you made a lot of mistakes and you missed shots. You said you think you focused too hard on trying to get kills, and that your healing output suffers because of that. And you're just looking for input and feedback. I'm assuming to those points. So since this isn't a live one-on-one where we can have that dialogue back and forth, I know you said that your schedule right now probably just won't allow that. I will give you my best interpretation of what you're looking for. And then, of course, if anything needs to be discussed further, we can do that in Discord. So let's go ahead and start and see what happens.
Ready for 5, 4.
And this is silver. Okay. I'm not sure if this is high silver or low silver, mid silver. Gotcha. All right, our tank can't figure out what they want to do. Yeah, so what I don't like about what you're doing right now is you saw that your Junkrat went in, right? And we're just sitting here pretending to be Widowmaker and snipe people. Like, you need to be in here, man. You need to be in here. Be here. Heals, do your stuff, right? Be here, heal, do your damage. As soon as you feel like, oh no, I'm going to die, turn around, poof out, right? Good to go. But doing this, you're playing DPS, bud. You're not playing support. You're playing DPS. Okay? So we want to be a little bit more active in our role, not just sitting back, letting people die. Okay, so at least we're even now. We didn't need to Suzu that, so we waste our cooldown. That would have been a great time to Suzu if we hadn't wasted it. All right, so what I wish you would do here, and this is a very common mistake, I've said it in many, many VOD reviews, you're double stacking supports right now for no reason, okay? Your Ana is basically right with you, okay? You do not need to be here to heal. You need to trust that your other support is going to do their job too, all right? It would have been amazing if you could have been up here somewhere, right? Putting pressure in on the back line. Maybe you get some picks and you're still able to heal. If we kind of roll this back, right? Here's your Malga, okay? So you're positioned here, double stacked with your other support because I need to be here, but you have no opportunity here. Had you kind of moved around, we could still support from here and do damage. Look at this, right? We could also pull attention. We could distract. We could do other things from here and still be able to do our support role while our Ana is still able to do that as well. We do not need to be double stacked. Okay? You need to find your opportunity with your kit. You have a very, oh God, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Your kit gives you a lot of leeway. I'll just say it that way. Like it gives you a lot of option to do dangerous things and then teleport out, right? Ana can't do that, but you can. So you need to be utilizing that kit. All right, let's keep going. All right, here's your Junkrat. Let's see what you do. You were completely unaware that this was happening because we're not listening. We're not paying attention. This is where you were needed. Okay? Ana's got this. Okay? You get this. All right? So I just kind of wish we would have thought about that. Paid attention to that. Luckily, your Junkrat gets the kill, but your Junkrat's now flanking. Now imagine if we would have been paying attention and we were with our Junkrat right now and not likely about to die. Okay, so you probably died here. Okay, so let's pretend that didn't happen. You're with your Junkrat. Okay, let's see what happens here. Right here, boom. You're throwing kunai, right? You're throwing kunai. Boom, boom, boom. You and Junkrat. So Sierra's dead. Zen is dead. And then when inevitably this guy either turns, or if he doesn't turn, whatever, but you're here to bolster this position. Your Junkrat has taken space. He's done a great job. Okay, this is DPS. This is what you're supposed to do. Take an angle, find your picks, right? But it's not always this simple. It's this simple because it's silver, but it's not always this simple. I can't tell you how many times I go to attack somebody and I just can't do it because there's a Kiriko sitting, a Brig sitting there or something like that, right? And a 2v1 is not where I want to be as a DPS. Imagine if that was you, where you were here able to support this play. This is a great play, right? Look at this. Boom, right here. We could hit this guy. Right? We could be doing all of these things. Well, we're just not there. Because we're not paying attention. We're not paying attention to what our team is doing. We're not paying attention to where our other support is. We're not paying attention to where our other teammates are. We're just kind of looking at the tank and sitting right behind him. That is not how you play support. Again, imagine if we were over there. Right? Let's go back and look at this. You are completely unaware that this is happening. But look what he has. You see this? 2v1 situation. Imagine if this was even. Imagine if this was 2v2 now. He's got his support, you've got yours, right? Oh, there's an Onron. You're burning, Suzu. Don't worry about it. And then he picks up the kill because he does insane burst damage, which is what we saw when he killed Onron over here, right? But we're just not paying attention. We're not supporting our team. All right? In your mind, when you're playing, it's all about what's in front of you, never about what's around you. That is a problem, okay? And that's not like a you thing, like you, Froggy, do that. That's low ranks, period, okay? You need to get out of this position before you get hooked. Yep. So, yeah, 2 times now you've been hooked because you are not respecting the hog's hook, and you're not thinking about your position relative to the danger. Suzu, good. Good, good, good. Very good. Look what I know you just poofed in there. You teleported in to heal him because he was critically low. He was the closest person to you. I know that there was no way you would have known Onron was coming in there, right? I get it. But to illustrate a point, look how much stronger that is when you've got 2 people. Now, he arguably didn't do a whole lot to help win that duel. You basically carried it. But when you've got 2 people there, she wasn't shooting you with those last 2 hits. She was shooting at him. He was being the distraction while you got to carry the fight and win the duel. And then you were able to heal him up. Now they're 1 down, right? And you guys are fine. So, well, until she resurrects, but whatever. And see, again, this is where you go wrong. You know that Onron just resurrected. You saw her do it. Why walk away and leave him to fight a 1v1? Now, arguably, he's basically won it. She's retreating out, whatever, right? But you didn't know that was going to be the outcome. I didn't know that was going to be the outcome. But you just said, like, you know, in not so many words, screw you, dude, I'm out. You just left. That's not how we play support. Okay? Pay attention to what is happening. Be there to support your team. Support your team means more than just stare at my tank and heal my tank. Okay? Pay attention to your right. So you're doing it again. You're not paying attention. This is happening over here and you're just not paying attention. Let's back it up. Okay, so like right here. Right? This is where he needs help. He needs help. But again, you're like frontlining, way out of position, really close to this guy who's killed you twice with hook. You're not even attempting to heal Malga, right? Like you're just here fighting this guy. So we're just kind of doing all the things that don't make sense. And we're not doing the one thing that does make sense. That's the problem I have with this. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I don't mind this ult. I don't mind it. It's just unfortunate that we used it when our tank wasn't there. It would have been a lot more useful if Malga was there doing his damage. Just die. You're not gonna make it out. Yeah. When it's clear that you're just not gonna get away, just die. Or if it's like very low probability you're gonna get out, just die. That way you reduce that stagger window.
The breeze brings relief.
Yeah, you could have potentially Suzu'd her, but again, we're not paying attention. She's right there at the bottom of your screen, above your health bar. Okay, we're just tunnel visioned on our tank, who's basically at 90+% HP, and we're just not looking at this. We didn't even try, right? Like, if we would have just been paying attention, okay? Right there. You just Suzu it, boom, and you're good. Right? I mean, obviously there's a timing component to it, but this is good. I like this. So, you know, I spoke earlier about like, hey, you really don't want to double stack your supports. There's a whole load of explanation that goes into that that we could talk about later, because there is some nuance there. But when your support is dead, now it is your job to basically pocket heal or heal bot your team, because you have to bear the brunt of all of that now. Okay, there's not anyone else there that's going to help heal. So you do need to do this now. You do need to follow your Malga in. You need to try, if possible, and not get yourself killed to get to this Junkrat. It is on you, is my point. Right now, all of it is on you. So what does that mean? That means this concept that I've been harping on for the last 13-ish minutes of you need to know where everyone is. You need to pay attention to your teammates, right? Means you need to be looking around. So, okay, I don't need to heal. Okay, where's my other guy? He's over there. Okay, this guy, you can see through the walls. Critical, right? Like, you do need to be paying attention to your teammates, even more so now, because you need to know where everyone is so you can make a decision on where you need to be to best support the team, right? This is great. I would absolutely Suzu this. Good, very good, very good, very good. You don't even have to necessarily leave this angle, all right? Because Malga is right there, okay? So I would have rather you stayed over there with your Junkrat, but it is what it is. All right. Like, nobody touching there is that's not your that's not your fault. That's not necessarily your job. So. Especially in that situation where the entire enemy team is standing right there. All right. Do we have any clue if anyone's flanking on our team? Is anyone here? Where's my team at? Right? Again, you don't know because you're not paying attention. It's very important. Because now we know. Now we know because we can see it through walls, right? We know Anna's below us. We know Emery's below us. We know Junkrat's on the right. We know Malga's on point. So this will allow you to kind of decide where you need to be. We can hear that at least some of the enemy team is over here, right? So if some of the enemy team is over here, my team is kind of floating through this area, well, then I have a choice to make. Okay? Do I kind of maintain the space here? Do I rotate over and try to support this? Do I kind of play behind my whole team and just kind of feel it out? There's some decisions to be made here, okay? But I need you to be actively looking and seeing the information. So, and also what you're not paying attention to is the audio that Onron's over here. I can hear her footsteps loud, so loud, that she's flanking you. I don't really care if you know it's Onron or not. I do care that you know someone is over here. That's not your team. And you're completely unaware of that. That's a very simple foundational skill set that you need to have as an Overwatch player. You're lacking that, but that's not just a you thing. That's everybody in low rank. Okay, so. Didn't need to TP there. You didn't take any damage. You hadn't been hit yet. You could have potentially fought that duel and won it while backing up towards your Junkrat. Like, I don't think you need a TP here. You just waste it. And then she immediately goes on your Ana, and you're really, really late to recognize that your Ana was the next likely target. So we're not even ready to support her. So you have to burn Suzu just to do that. If you had been paying attention a little bit earlier, you would have realized that that was happening, and you could have gotten ahead of the damage profile that was coming in. You likely would not have had to use Suzu. But it's okay. This is good. I like all this. That's good. Yeah, this is good. Very good. Very good shot, dude. Very good. Yeah. All right. Your Junkrat is likely going to flank here. He's done that basically the entire last round. I wish that you were thinking about that you were thinking about those patterns of repeatability. And then you would be ready to go and help him, because it looks like that's what he's about to do. Right? So, kind of wish we were paying attention to that, but it's okay. Why did we Suzu? We fat finger this? Or? Yeah, that had to have been a misclick or something. Yeah, see, your Junkrat's already flanking, and now so is your Emery. And we're just completely oblivious to it. I can hear Onron's fans on the left. You can actually see her through the wall. You wouldn't be able to see her through the wall in the game, but you could hear it. Huh? Hey, we see Onron now. Oh my god, where is your tank going? Yeah. What I would want you to do here is I would want you to back up here, okay? So that you can support this better and get damage here, be further away from the hook. You guys need to live here. Your tank just ran away from you. I don't know why. I think he was chasing down, I don't know, Wu Yang maybe or somebody? I don't know, but... So we popped all of our cooldowns, completely unwarranted. We just burned. You're at 100% life. Now you're down 22. 22 HP. Okay, we're at 175. You're still not critical. You're not in danger. But you TP, right? Now I'm going to assume you TP because you're scared of the hook. But you shouldn't have never been in this position to get that hook, right? That's why I said earlier, I would like you to be here. It was in anticipation of this danger, right? But you're not thinking about that, okay? So I wish you would have been here. You'd have been able to heal all of this. So. I don't necessarily mind the Suzu. It hit quite a few people. But you guys are going to die here 100%. Unless Junkrat just carries it. Yeah, your tank just ran away from you guys. I don't know. I think he was chasing somebody. You needed to recognize what the situation was, and you needed to, like, prepare for the inevitability of them running onto you. And we just didn't do that. You're face tanking the entire enemy team. You're lucky they didn't kill you. In fact, the only reason they don't kill you is because it's a silver. Okay. If I put you in like my lobby and you did that against 4 people just staring at you out in the open, you would have instantly died. Alright? Not a good habit. Not a good habit. You didn't need to do this. You could have supported your team from where you were. You could have healed from right here. See, you see everybody, I guess, except yourself, but you would be here, right? So you could support here and cause distraction, do damage. Like, this is great. You don't need to leave this yet. Okay. But again, I got to stand right behind my tank. I got to be right on top of my team. If you're right on top of your team, if everyone is in the same place, you occupy almost no space. Okay. Very rarely in Overwatch is the answer. Everybody group up and stand together within, 1 meter of each other. That's how you get flanked on the side because there was nobody here to contest the flank or, whatever, right? So I don't like that. But you need to support this. He's ulting. He's in the air. He's vulnerable, especially in silver. He's probably not going to be playing cover and angles. Pay attention to this and support it. But instead, we just walk away.
Come on.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Got to heal my tank. Got to heal the tank. There was nothing you were going to do to save your tank. Not a single thing. Your tank just fed his brains out. You literally, like your healing output on Kiri is not enough to sustain what happened to him. But imagine if we were over here right now helping this. Maybe he gets this kill and now we're 1 man up, right? And then maybe you just keep pocketing him and he's able to duel these people down while there's more pressure coming in from over here from Ana. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just wish we would have looked at him and paid attention. You've even got your ult. You could have given him your ult. Okay, you guys, it looks like you get back and you get another fight, so.
I'm here.
And again, you just abandon him. Why do you do this? If he dies, this is your fault. Your fault. You had time, man. Imagine how much stronger your ultimate would be if it had you, Malga, and Emery in it. And not just you and Malga. With now a Sierra on the flank. All right. Oh, at least she got... Oh, she didn't. Damn. I thought she got trapped in the cage. Or maybe she did and Hog broke it? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it slower. Yeah, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. Oh, maybe not? No, this is it, because we don't have enough time left, so you guys lose this. God, man, if we had just made some better choices, you could have carried this. You would have been alive to carry that. You decided to pretend to be the hero and run down, pop your ult, and stand in the face of Hog. All right, Froggy. So what I need you to do is there's definitely some foundational errors that you're making. Okay. We're not hearing things. We're not seeing things. All right. So I'll send you some stuff. I'll DM you privately with that material for you to study up and start working on that. But what I need you to fundamentally understand about support is not stand behind your tank, look forward, and turn your brain off. That is not what it is. Okay. Support is needing you to pay attention to where your resources are needed most. Okay. Sometimes that is look at the tank and heal, right? Most of the time, that's not going to be the case. It may be, let me help my Junkrat on the flank. Let me help my Emery in this 1v1 versus Sierra so he can better win it, right? Like, there are other ways for you to have major, major impact than stand behind the tank and throw papers at him. All right? I need you to pay attention to what is around you. I need you to look around, okay? I need you to be thinking, I see my tank. I know where I am. Where are the other 3 people on my team? Okay? And I need you to be doing that often. Every few seconds, look around, look around. Where's my team? Where's my team? Is somebody critical? Is somebody locked in a duel where I can help them? Right? Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll be happy to chat about it in the Discord. We can go through it, and I'll try to elaborate further if something didn't make sense. But that is my feedback. I hope it was useful. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know. Otherwise, good luck in your games. Have fun. Take care, dude.